Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the chocolate starfish. All right, just kidding. That's the Fred Durst Limp Bizkit intro to this wonderful Saturday live stream. Welcome, everyone, to another Canadian Computer Collector Insurance live stream. I've got my homeboy here, Steve, a.k.a. Mac84, and we're also chilling with Jay, a.k.a. the Moth on the Wall.
Hello.
And Mike says he's on his way. He didn't forget about us.
That's excellent. So Mike will be here. He was having a sleep. We were worried that maybe like a Russian operative had gotten to him and put him to sleep permanently.
His cats were hypnotized.
Yeah, we were thinking that we might have to get someone to go down there, scale the property, break a window and get inside and just confirm that things are good.
Yeah, just stand outside on the street and say "free IBM crap" and just watch him.
And I'd be like, "Oh, did someone say free IBM?" Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us today. We're doing another insurance live stream. Today we're going to try and get through, or get to at least,
there he is.
The really old stuff. Oh, there's Mike. Let's get him in here.
What?
Hola!
What a ray of sunshine we have here.
Whatever insult he just uttered, we couldn't hear it.
Thank goodness. We're on dance stream. We have to be
sorry, I'm a minute late.
That's all right.
We were saying we were going to have to send out some cats to find you.
I'm the catch to the reason you couldn't find me. Sorry, I set my alarm to go off. I went to lay down and take a nap, and my alarm went off, and it only went off for like a millisecond, and I fell back asleep.
I think we've all done that.
Well, I think going through Dan's pile of crap will wake us all up.
And I've got a pile, let me tell you, fellas. So, Mike, this is your first time appearing on the channel. Why don't you give us a little little taste of Mike's Mac Shack? What's it all about?
I'm not allowed to. I've been told I'm supposed to watch myself.
Well, you have a cat next to you. You can talk about that. Who's the kitty next to you?
I've been told I am to bite my tongue and make sure this is a family-friendly show.
What? I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world. We just, we're trying to keep the swears down because of the algorithm. Right?
We'll just.
That's all. You can say whatever you want. I mean, we were talking about Limp Bizkit just a second ago. Everyone knows what that means. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Now, Mike, do you want to make some news about Prada?
No. He's a hairball.
Mike discovered something funny about Prada. I guess he'll save it for his stream.
Yeah, apparently Prada's being a he he's not a he, he's a she.
Oh.
It surprised us.
I've had this cat for 7 years now.
This was a recent discovery?
Yeah. So I will promote Mike's Mac Shack if he doesn't want to.
I know Frank's the guy, so we're okay there.
So Mike has a channel called Mike's Mac Shack, and he doesn't like to promote himself, but he's also on the YouTubes, and there you go. That's it.
Okay, so Retro Turkey says, "Is that your dad?" No, that is not. That is not my dad. My dad is also a Mike, but this is Mike's Mac Shack. Yeah,
this is your American father counterpart.
An avid lover of cats, which I can get behind. All right, so if you guys haven't already, check out Mike's Mac Shack. He's just into this stuff, as much as you are, if not more. Mike, how long have you been working on old machines too? You have pretty extensive knowledge.
35 years.
Holy God! Yeah. Okay. Well, so my entire life.
Yeah, I'm probably a little older than you are.
Well, we appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan, what type of
thanks for inviting me.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, so there's a bit of a mix today. So I've got 5 Apple II machines that I don't really know much about, and then I've got a bunch of Commodores as well. But then there's also some junk that I picked up in between. So what I'm thinking is maybe if we can do a couple of the things that I picked up recently or work our way into those Apple IIs. How does that How did that strike you, gentlemen?
Sounds delicious.
I'm just here.
Okay. Well, then that works.
I don't get invited to anything else. So when Steve invited me, I figured, well, I might as well. I don't get invited to do anything else.
We want to make you feel that your knowledge from 35 years ago is still
How do you get
useful.
the first one?
Because I sure as heck can't look at an Apple II and be like, you got two kitties now.
All right.
Wait, this is a Macintosh. What shenanigans are this? That's a Mac.
So this is.
Yeah, it's got a 68030 in it.
Heard it.
This is a 2
Ooh, it's
CX.
Okay, excuse me, it's a 2CX. It still has a 68030 in it.
The one without the onboard video.
Yeah.
Now, this one, when I bought it, I thought it looked pretty decent. But then there was a little
Took the hard drive
trouble.
out and realized the battery exploded.
There's, what is that here? There's some white action going down right in that corner there. I figured maybe we got some leaks that were catching dirt in them. I don't know yet, but
Did you take the hard drive out?
I did not know.
Because that's where the battery is hidden under.
Oh, maybe we should then. Okay.
Yeah, so I will help you with this process. Is there?
Do I have to move the power supply?
Well, first off, if you see where that curved part of the plastic is behind the hard drive, is there a screw at the very bottom of that?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll have to remove that screw, and that's all you will have to remove.
Okay, one sec.
Dum dum dum.
Ah,
Yeah.
Jay, you are very loud. Jesus.
I didn't do it.
Just saying. It was like the sound of an unholy demon.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I am.
Okay.
Oh boy. Straight from Satan's legs.
I like your collection of computers there on the far left side of the camera there, Dan. Just piling them in a way that you could just store them.
Over there, yeah. Yeah.
We've all been there, folks.
More shelves over
Yeah,
there.
he's just piling them in a way that looks organized instead of all over the place.
Scary. All right, so you want to pull up the hard drive data cable and the power cable just so you have
Okay.
some room, because you have to remove that whole plastic carrier.
Come on. Come on in on it.
And if there's a floppy drive, obviously that cable too.
Yeah, it'll come off when he pulls the carrier out.
Don't worry, this will be fun to put back together.
I don't doubt it.
It might be easier for him to take the power supply out first.
Well, the thing is, there's a clip on this plastic in the middle of the power supply, so it's like you have to do it in a weird order.
We got the two cables here out.
Okay. So where that curved piece of plastic is, about halfway down in the middle of the power supply, there's a little plastic clip. You don't have to undo that right now. Sometimes it will undo itself.
Sure.
But next step is you'll be taking the power supply out. I assume there's no screw in the back, middle, top of that machine. Okay, good. Yeah, because you took the case off, so there shouldn't be a screw in there. So you want to put one hand in between the hard drive and the power supply.
Yeah.
And then you want to put your other hand to the right of it, because the connector is going to be by your left hand, and so you'll need some force to bring it up. But all it does is it'll just come up straight towards your face.
The power supply? I don't have to screw anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you'll screw it up.
You've already taken out the entire one screw that the computer has.
Yeah. So you might need to wobble it back and forth a little bit, and yeah, it's coming.
Pull with gusto.
Now the plastic tray may be catching on it, and if that's the case, you'll see a little piece of plastic there, and you can just push the tray towards the floppy drive, towards the other side of the case a little bit, and it should just release it. It's going to take. It's going to take a
quick thing.
We believe in you.
Come out. Jeez. Just keep pulling up. You sure?
Yeah, now what I'm saying is there is a plastic clip on that the carrier, so it may be preventing the power supply from moving. So if that's the case, you just have to
Right where your left hand is going down between the carrier and the power
from where the plastic meets the power
there's
supply.
a piece, where the plastic touches the power supply. There's a little clip down there. You got to move it out of the way.
Yeah, you should be able to do it with like a flathead screwdriver if your fingers can't reach.
Let's see here.
You'll be able to see it. It's just a bit of a pain in the butt.
I like Adam's suggestion.
Yeah, see that piece of plastic that's sort of flush against the power supply? That's
Right
there's
here.
there's a little hook in there that's just reaching it. So if you put a screwdriver in there or just your finger, you should be able to push that away. It just takes a little bit of easing to do.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
It's a bit of a pain, but this way we'll be able to see if there's a battery exploded in there or not.
Or if you're an Apple tech, you'll just shove a screwdriver down there and break that clip off.
Bet you they wouldn't even know what to do with this thing anymore.
Adam has a good suggestion. Reach under the power supply to release it.
Well, that's what he's doing, I think. Right?
I think he means on the other side.
Oh, we'll just watch Dan struggle. That's more fun.
I agree.
Yes, struggle is what I'm doing. Oh, there we go.
There you go. It's a spicy power supply.
Woo!
Okay, so now that's the hardest part. So the plastic carrier will come out to the towards the NuBus card slot. So if you pull it and then it just comes out. Now there is a little LED.
And the floppy cable.
There. And one more.
And the battery should be right in the corner under where that drive carrier was.
Dirty shorts. There we are. Okay. Hey, that's not bad.
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, so those caps will definitely need replacing because every freaking 2CX I've touched is terrible.
Now
But
take the battery out, put it all back together, and see if it comes on.
See, this is the one that I was worried about here.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it just leaked a little bit.
And then these little
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you got some practice to do on this board. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. And I should probably clip that bad thing
No,
out.
that's fine. That's just a cap. Those rarely leak, the axial ones.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought that was just a small
No,
battery.
they're just one battery.
Can you tell I am a noob?
Yes, no.
No, wasn't guessed.
But you have a bunch of RAM in there. I would guess that's maybe 5 megs. That was a standard configuration there. So you have 4 256K and then 4 1 meg sticks.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to leave this with the power supply and caddy out because it needs
Just
to
take the battery out.
yeah, we should just do that real quick.
And just swallow the battery whole.
Stick it in my.
Steve, just because he has a 2CX that may or may not work doesn't mean you have to kill him.
Damn it, Mike! He's seen through my plans.
Okay, let's put this right back in there. Boy, it used to be so simple, didn't it?
No tools, basically. Yeah.
I love the lids that come off easily too. Like, imagine a world where computers were accessible.
No,
Okay,
we can't
so-
have nice things anymore.
Senor Sven, do you have the spreadsheet?
Yes, let me open up the sheet of spread.
I can read you. This is serial nombre.
I can't understand this language you're speaking, Dan.
The number is doesn't it?
Let
Mi nombre es Dan.
me click on the thing. So there's a bunch of people saying hi in the chat. If you want to read them off as
Oh, that's a great idea. You know what? I'm so
Open up
terrible.
the spreadsheet. You are a terrible person, but we give you some slack.
You guys are teaching me the ways, teaching me how to love.
I don't know about that.
Hang on, wait. Let me get this straight here. Here we go. Okay.
There
All
he
right.
is. There's the man.
From the top, from before we even started, we had Patrick dropping in. Same with Jay. Sad Max said Eep. Alex came in with a meep. Patrick, Sad Mac, Alex, how you guys doing? Garth, how's it going? Don, I like a 3-letter name that starts with D and ends with N. Steve is clapping in the chat for some reason. I guess we'll find out why. I guess that was a minute before we started. Retro Techie, we already addressed your concerns about my dad.
That was a wave, sir, not a clap, and I am offended that you mistook that for a clap.
Oh, well, my mistake. It kind of looked like you were holding a dumbbell with a little yellow hand.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Adam, how you doing? And looks like I've pretty much got to everyone here. Vintage Hillbilly Shack, how you doing, man? We got Mike from Mike's Mac Shack. We got a couple Shack guys here. Brothers in Shack.
Couple of Shack guys.
And then Rudy's Retro Intel. How you doing, Rudy?
We swear it's not that type of a channel.
I do need a prototype. I just don't have the money to spend thousands of dollars on a prototype computer.
That's only slightly different and superior, less superior to the actual shipping unit.
You know what I like to think is the reason I don't have enough money for a prototype is because I'm not insane. I'm not a millionaire who steps over his friends for his own benefit. Anyway, that may or may not be true. Okay, so
I am ready.
Steve, you got that spreadsheet ready to roll?
I am ready. Tell me thy serial number of your.
Okay, so we are at F as in Frank 0055, S as in salesman 0M as in mother 5615.
As a mother of God. All right, great. So we got that recorded.
Hey, you said Frank's name. You wanted to say hi.
Oh, what is
You know how to go
That's a
there.
plushie right there.
You know exactly.
Yeah, I have some theories on what Frank might be. Well, good for him. It's good to see them out once in a while. Get some air, Okay. So, Sven, we need to record the stats of this machine.
I said it has a hard drive, a floppy drive, power supply. It's missing the reset and interrupt keys, which is this little piece of plastic.
Here's what we're dealing
I'm
with.
going to assume that's 5 megs of RAM, but we'll find out.
That's a pretty good assumption.
Yeah, when you make it all per at one point in time. Yeah, there's no way I could guess that correctly. But
Steve, look at the chips, Steve.
You're like shaking the camera.
If you pull them out, if you pull one of each set out, I mean, I can tell you what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a look.
I can
almost guarantee you the ones with 2 chips are probably 256K.
Yeah.
And the ones with 8 chips are probably 1 meg.
Yeah, because 5 megs was a standard configuration with that machine.
Yeah.
How do these releases work? These are very different from what I've seen.
So actually, Dan, here I'll save you some time. Get your hands out of there first. See that speaker, the speaker on the front of the machine?
Yeah.
There's a latch under it.
Oh.
And it just comes inwards of the machine. So if you lift the latch up and the speaker collapses backwards.
Oh yeah.
So take that out and unplug it.
Blah.
And now here's the beauty of this machine. Take your hands and put them behind the new bus card black slot things there, behind them. So towards your
Just
chest.
grab the logic board and slide it forward.
Yeah, but put your hands behind. Yeah, I mean, you can slide it wherever. I always say behind the new bus slots because that's like a
I always use the RAM.
Oh, you know what? I've got that screw back in there. 1 second.
How dare you put things back?
There we go.
Yeah, just slide it.
The screw back into 2CX.
Yeah, and Dan's learning. And then you have some signatures on the bottom of the case. Uber rare!
Oh my God! Maybe I can become that millionaire still.
So now it's much easier to get your fingers around those brittle plastic clips, if you really want to.
Okay.
Or you can just read the numbers off from there.
I'm trying to see. Well, let's make some room. Make some room.
Hey, Starbucks here.
Now it's a party. So you'll likely
In
want
order to take that one out, you have to take the other 7 out.
Yeah, I was.
Oh no, it's the other way around. I'm sorry.
All right,
Okay.
let's read the numbers here.
Just trying to focus on
How about you just read them off to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll write them down in the private chat that we have here.
So TI
Texas
and then
Action.
TMS44C 256. So probably 256, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So those 4 are 1 meg.
Put that back in.
So I win the computer because I guess the amount of them. Right? That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Just pay $1 million postage.
And then I probably have to get.
You should just be able to read off right off the front of one of them.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you actually got one now.
He's
So this
learning.
is a Samsung KMM 581000A-8 951 SM.
What's the number on one of the chips?
KM41C1000AJ-8.
Okay, so that's 80 nanoseconds.
It's going to be 80 nanoseconds. I'm just going to guarantee you it's a meg.
Yeah, that's a 1 meg 30 sim with parity.
4,000, right? So would that be a? That's,
You know, I was just about to say that, but you guys beat me to it.
Jay, you and your beige.
cool. Okay.
I taught Jay the other day how to read those.
And he forgot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he cringed every moment of it too.
So you got 5 megs of RAM there. That's plenty for System 6.
Let's get Steve up there.
No,
Actually, System 7.1 would actually be okay on that too.
that's true. Yeah,
It's probably got an 80 meg hard drive.
yeah. I think R2CX had a 100, but I think that was an aftermarket one.
I think
Okay.
it got a 120 in them. I think it was 80, 100, and 120 in the 2CX.
Yeah, Dan will have to read off the hard drive label to tell us.
It should have the Apple on it with the number.
Yeah, that should
All right.
actually just fire right
Yeah,
up.
assuming it's original.
The hard drive is, in fact, an original from 1990.
Oh, what's the size on it?
40, I think.
Oh, okay. So let's make that bigger. Yeah, the Apple with the
Oh,
40.
wow.
That's
Okay, I didn't know they put anything that small in those.
that was a cheapo model.
Yeah, I'll say.
Not bad though. $40.
It's like me.
Okay, I take back my System 7 statement.
$40.
Okay, what's going on here? This is still blurry.
Everyone, you have to smash that like button. Otherwise, Dan will get depressed and will never stream again.
That's how it works. What do you mean the bank's out of money? Okay.
I have the money? What do you mean you have the money? I have the money.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so I'm going to have to put this down as a project. So
Oh, they're all projects. They're all projects.
yellowing throughout the case.
Yellowing.
And board probably needs some attention.
Board needs recap love. Battery removed.
Needs the love, the good love. All right.
Oh my goodness, no.
Okay, so I think this one's a bit of a mystery.
You're missing a side panel.
You should have
It could be.
thrown it back.
You should have thrown it back.
This could be a 6100.
No,
Does he have a color classic?
Or no,
there?
wait, what's the one I'm working with?
that's either a 600
that?
series or a 6200 or one of those. Not a 6100.
Yeah, it's like a 6200. I think like the one that I'm putting together, the 6200 CD. I think this shares a lot of parts with it.
Yeah, that was Apple's basic like, hey, let's just shove random machines in this case.
Let me look up this serial number and see what comes up.
You want me to write it down and I'll look it up for you?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So whenever you're ready.
Give me one moment. Okay, go.
So it's XB5310X155Z. For you,
I like how you did the Z.
What's the manufacturer date on it? Does it have one?
Manufacture date 7/31/95.
So it's going to be a Power Mac. It's probably going to be a 6200.
I cannot find that exact serial number.
Starbuck wants to know what happened to that case. You want to know what happened to that case? Disintegration from age.
Yeah, not exactly here.
That is what most of these computers look like these days.
Vintage Hillbilly Shack. What were you interested in on the 2CX? We can just grab it again if there was something you wanted to see. Starbuck Tech, definitely hit that like button. I like the cut of your jib.
Let me make sure I got that serial number correct here, because I got the fat fingers, and sometimes those fingers don't work properly.
Yeah.
So I have X. Oh God, I lost my place. 1 second. I lost it. I have XB50. I'm sorry, XB5310X155Z.
Yeah, the 0 could also be an O. Maybe it is an O.
Oh, Apple.
Oh.
You're right there.
So I have removed the board. Here's what we're looking at.
No, that didn't really tell us. But I think that is that the processor, right? The big black chip there?
No, the processor's underneath the PDS.
Yeah, it's probably under. Okay, yeah.
It's a 6200. It's a 603. It's probably a 180.
Oh yeah, this is just like a network card.
On. No AV card. No modem.
Here we go.
So what's under that?
So this is an Ether Mac card.
Fancy.
Underneath here we have.
Does it have a heat sink or?
Be a heat sink there.
Oh, well, yeah. So that big chip with the M on it, that's the processor by the brown slot.
Yeah, this is a. Holy God, it's so dusty. XPC 603 FE75 2B.
Oh, it's a 75 megahertz 603. Oh wow. Hey, can I make a suggestion for that one? Keep the network card, throw the rest of it away because it ain't working.
You know what I was thinking of doing is just using this as parts for the 6200 CD that I was fixing up, even though that's a cool machine as well.
I want to see how tough Bruce is trying to get that connector off the board.
So
that Ethernet card right there you got in your hand is probably worth more than everything else there.
Maybe I'll just keep it out.
Yeah. Dan, if
you don't already have one for your other one.
What's the processor say? 603 or 603E?
603.
Okay.
603 FE.
All right, so that's a Performa 6200 then.
Okay, yeah. Very good. All right, well, let's slide this awful thing back inside.
Is that the one we can use?
There's no RAM in here or anything.
Okay.
There's RAM on board.
What's that?
I think it has 8 megs of RAM on board.
Does it?
I think. Let me look at the board ones.
Yeah, 8 meg standard.
Yeah, right there. There's two little chips right below the RAM slots. That's 8 megs of RAM.
Oh, okay.
This is why we have my kit.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of those. I think you can expand it up to like 68 megs or.
Yeah, maximum RAM is 64 megs of RAM with two 32 meg modules.
Just blow your effing mind back in the day. 68 megs.
68 megs of RAM would have cost more than a damn computer in a day.
Oh, God. It's amazing how much computing
Here, Adam hit the nail right on the head for this one.
6200 equals junk. Yeah, you know what? That was like the prevailing sentiment when I posted part 1 of my 6200 restoration.
It's like,
Everyone
why?
was like, what are you doing? God, this plastic panel doesn't want to be.
Now, Steve, that's not one of the ones we can use for the Color Classic, right?
The what the
Is it
board?
just 575?
Yeah.
The board. If you did a what's that mod where people
Tacky upgrade.
yeah, if you modded the heck out of it, I think that's one of the candidates. But there are better boards to shove in the back of that thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just
Yeah, because
I can't remember which models all were compatible.
Yeah, because this logic board is similar to the 580, the LC580, which has the power socket on that edge connector on the opposite side. So physically, won't plug into that if memory serves.
Oh, is this one where is this the reason you got the 580?
Yeah, because I could test the 580 boards in that, but it's nicer to have the display all in there and everything, you know.
Oh my God, it doesn't want to go back on properly.
It's 6200, Dan. It's not gonna. It's.
Let's see, Rudy.
You got the serial number.
Yeah, I got it.
Screws in. Everything. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, as you struggle with that, I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Oh well, yeah, that's probably a good idea, Steve.
Hey, Steve, grab me a cup of coffee while you're out there.
Yeah, go to the bathroom for me, Steve. Number 1, if you could. Okay. Screws go in. Stupid plastic piece. And then the other stupid plastic piece. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Never again. All right, I'll be back in a sec with our next candidate.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. Finally, he got out a real computer.
Oh, Mike has zero experience with these.
Yeah, I've never touched one of these in my life.
Do you want to, when Dan puts his headphones back on, you'll have to tell him exactly how the fan sounded on yours.
Okay. So this is an interesting one. Now, I bought this from a local collector who did a little bit of surgery on this fella.
Just a wee bit?
Boy.
Just a wee bit. So I think right now it's sporting a regular power supply from like just an ATX like PC power supply. And I don't know if the graphics card is technically an Apple one, but I've tested this one once before. It does boot up. It's just a little quirky.
So, Mike, do you want to tell Dan what the fan sounded like on your Power Mac G4?
I'll tell him then.
Okay. Oh, keyboard. Oh, everything.
We fell over. Pick
Oh,
us
we
up.
fell down now.
GD it all. What the H? Okay. All right. Headphones are on. And this is plugged in. All right.
We have chime.
This is a very dirty monitor, as you can see.
Dirty monitor.
It's been dirty. Oh my God.
Is the monitor turned on?
Where's my mouse? There it is. Maybe not. Where's power on this thing?
You're right by your hand.
Turn on. Is it plugged in?
There
Yeah, it's plugged in. Maybe not enough. Okay.
they go. Got the lights.
Welcome. Did I just kill it?
I think you just turned it off. Welcome to Turning Monitors On with Dan.
Welcome to a moron live streams on a Saturday. Okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Just tried to click
Computer's
on-
clock is set to a date before 2001.
Okay, so I want to look at the specs here. I have to come around. This is part of why I'm an idiot. It's just all of this crap that's happening. Okay.
We're here to support you in your idiocy, Dan.
Well, it's a nice thought. All right, so we'll get rid of that.
God, he can't even click a mouse.
About this Mac. So this is a 450 megahertz with 256 megs of RAM. More info. Graphics. Okay, so we have a 16 meg ATI card and a Rage 128 Pro.
How big is the hard drive?
Hard drive. Oh, maybe we have a partition.
Looks like you got two partitions.
Oh crap! What did I just click on?
What have you done?
Okay, get info. So that's 13.9 gigs,
And what's the other one?
5 gigs.
All right, so I would guess that's a 20 gig drive.
Yeah, stock for that machine.
Very good.
So here, Dan, I want to show you something once.
What's that?
This is what you have to look forward to.
Oh. Yeah, you have to listen to this. You hear that lovely sound?
Although, in my defense, that was a Quicksilver, not a Sawtooth.
But the fan sounds lovely.
What was that? Do you just have a cable stuck in it, or?
That's the big fan in the side of the case.
Wow.
Okay.
That horrible sound is coming from my Quicksilver.
The fan just disintegrated.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that's
Oh wait, now we're all mic themed. What happened?
Oh, how did that happen?
okay. So this is off. Get that
Sorry.
out of here. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, because I was going to try to upload a video to my site.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
And I didn't realize that if you change that thing at the top, it changed like the way everything looked without you actually selecting anything. You're annoying.
Steve, I've got a serial number for you.
I refuse to type it in. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, XA
What is it with all the X?
22 HM M is in Michael.
Hey,
Michael's Mac Shack.
I resent that statement.
So that's
Michael
that's XA022HM.
JUL.
All right. So that's a Power Mac G4 AGP 450 megahertz, 256 megabytes of RAM, 20 gigabyte hard drive, Rage 128 Pro with the 16 megabytes of VRAM.
Okay, let's catch up a bit with Chad here. So, Digital Shack, is there enough clearance for a normal CD-ROM drive inside the case in any position? He's asking about the 2CX.
No,
I imagine
absolutely
you
not.
guys probably thought about that before.
Absolutely not.
Also, you'd have to Dremel the case for an opening. I think that would be pretty dicey.
Yeah, that machine was not designed to hold a CD-ROM drive. The first CD-ROM drive in a Mac was the 2VX, I believe.
The
I
VA.
also feel like the way that they vented the plastic on that thing and the age of the plastic, that if you got a Dremel even within like an inch of that thing, it would just start exploding.
Boom! Just like shrapnel everywhere.
Pretty much. I mean, let's look at this realistically. You could do it. Okay, you could actually put a CD-ROM in a 2CX, but you'd never put a video card in, so it'd be pointless.
Yeah, because too much space. So that's what SCSI is for. Get an external SCSI drive, or just use a modern emulator. And
I have a SCSI CD-ROM drive. It is massive.
Yeah, and that's because the power supply's in there, so it's like.
It's just like the longest thing. Yeah, look at that. Look at the size of the one that Mike's got.
And this
That's what we're talking about.
This isn't an Apple. This is
That's a newer one. Yeah.
This is actually a CD burner. Believe it or not.
Nice. That's high. That's
filthy.
fancy stuff right there.
It's actually SCSI too.
Is that the one I lent you?
The Apple ones are actually like this much longer.
Yeah.
Because the power supplies are so chunky.
I have a really old school one that uses that super thick SCSI style.
That's what the Apple ones use, the older style Centronics.
It came with an LC475 that I picked up from a guy who recapped and modded the thing, and I was like, this is the craziest looking disk drive I've ever seen. And he showed me the cables, and I was like, holy crap.
Was it the caddy drive or the tray load drive?
It was a tray load, and it is loud. It is like you press that button, it's like screaming at it.
It's either the CD600 or the 1200.
Oh, we got Jude the cat coming in.
I thought it was my cat for a second. I was about ready to like, what the?
Mike's cat has transitioned to the.
You had a cat.
Of course.
Careful, June. I used to have two, but unfortunately one of them passed away not that long ago. So just June now, but she holds it down. She's a very small cat, but she's one of those ones that always lifts her tail up. So she comes on camera, half the time her butthole is like front and center.
She's moving the camera. She's like moving the camera. She's like, nope, gotta get this side.
Anywho, okay, we got this one. Condition Steve, I would just say contains a couple parts that are not OEM.
Some non-OEM parts. Is that a DVD drive or a CD drive? You should just pull down the flap and it'll use. If you see a DVD logo, you know it's a DVD drive.
Come on, sweetheart.
It's like more attention to me.
She's one of these cats. She's a wonderful cat, but I got her because someone had abandoned her. So she's learning to trust people still. She's doing a good job, but every once in a while, like I'll come at her from an angle and it'll clearly freak her out.
What the hell are you doing?
So sorry, you wanted me to do what here?
So if you put your fingernail at the top or the side of that drive, you should be able to just peek what's. You should invest in wireless headphones, my friend.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. That's an aftermarket drive then.
This guy?
Yeah, it's aftermarket.
No, it's not. That's an Apple drive.
Or it's an Apple drive that they stole out of like an iMac G4.
Yeah, or actually an iMac or a G5 actually.
Yeah,
Well, it's very possible.
The G5s were the first one where they took that little lip off the front because of the sliding door.
Yeah.
This came from a local tinkerer.
So it's probably going to be a CD burner or a DVD burner.
Yeah, of some type.
Yeah, okay.
Because those
makes sense.
all the G5s came with DVD burners.
But there's no zip drive, so okay.
Yeah, so
Cool.
it sucks.
It sucks.
What a piece of crap.
Okay, next up is another interesting one. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Oh my God! Throw it back,
So this is 6400.
dude. Can you get like a real freaking computer? You were doing so good with the Power Mac G4 with the Sawtooth, and then you go back to this crap.
This thing is loaded with cards.
The noise it made on the ground was.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, but
I mean,
Yeah,
it does
just-
have a TV tuner in it,
Just take the cards out.
and the
Throw
AV
rest
card
away.
and a network card.
oh, sorry.
Replacing the hard drive on this machine is so painful because you have to rip the front plastic off, and
Okay.
mine started cracking, and so I just left the front off because I'm like, I'm not putting that back. And yours already has. No, that's just the seam of it.
I
But yeah,
think it's pretty well stocked.
oh yeah, it's
It's got the AV card, the TV tuner card,
2
looks like
Etherheads.
it's two network, or it might have it's got a modem and a network card.
Okay, that might be modem.
I think the one standing up is a modem.
No, the one standing up looks like Ethernet because it has 2 activity lights.
On the very bottom?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought.
Where his finger is hiding it? I think that's a modem.
Dan, can you stick your finger in there and tell us if that's Ethernet?
Yeah, that's probably a modem.
Probably.
That's a modem.
Dan's all upset now.
Yeah, it is a modem because look, it's missing a serial port.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, it has the cap on the serial port.
Yeah. And then I don't know what that other card is. It looks like some kind of S-Video in card, maybe. I don't know.
Fancy.
I don't know. Let's take it.
This
Let's
was
take
the
it apart.
same guy who had that G4.
Oh yeah, and I just noticed the analog TV tuner at the top. Neat.
So he was.
Tuner.
I know. I wasn't.
Do you
paying
not
attention.
listen to word that comes out?
I thought you were talking about the composite input card.
That is not a TV tuner. That's a composite input or output.
I know. Well, now I know.
So
That's-
Dan, when you would like some real answers, just hit me up, right?
So what does it say on the front? 6400 / is that
200.
Oh, 200.
This is
I love how there's just a big white splotch right around the apple. That's just epic.
Yeah, you know.
The rest of the case is yellow as crap, but there's a white splotch right around
Well,
the
you
apple.
know what it is? It's in the shape of a shield. This is kind of sideways, but
So
Oh,
they put a
wow.
sticker over it. Yeah.
This was obviously used in a production of a movie or TV show. So it's
Something-
put a badge
Yeah.
over that. Okay, so I'm pulling the board out real quick.
I hope it doesn't break.
Look at this thing is
Oh, wow.
just packed.
Jeez.
It's like a
Oh.
full meal.
What the hell?
Oh, that AV card is plugged into the I/O on the Apple AV card.
Oh, so that's
You
part
have
of,
see the left is input and the right is output. Dan, I want the output card from you.
okay. That's weird. I've never seen one of those.
I have a sickness for AV cards. That's why I'm
Yeah, Steve has a sickness for all kinds of useless things.
Yeah, like printers.
I
exactly.
know.
It's actually-
I'll trade you an Apple Personal. No, I'll trade you 2 Apple Personal laser writers.
So what kind of network card is that? Looks
What's
like
that?
What kind of network card is it? It looks like a digital.
This one right here.
What does it say?
I wish I could pull focus on that camera. You know, I'm going to bring it over to this one.
I will switch the views. Done. Yes.
It is a digital.
Oh,
Oh wow,
fancy.
that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
and that's an Avid Technology video card. Okay.
Oh yeah, it is.
Very cool, Dan.
That was probably very expensive.
Yeah, what a shame
I
that
paid 200 Canadian for this guy.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I paid about 200 Canadian for this guy.
That's
Okay.
about 190 too much.
Yeah.
So what else? What else? How? Before you put that back in, dork,
Okay.
I was gonna say. Looks like it's got cache. Both SIM slots are full.
Ooh, I
Steve,
think sorry,
I
I got distracted. I found that video card you have on eBay.
Cool. Put it back together and turn it on.
all right, let's do it.
Let's see what this shit is.
Oh, that's not on the rail.
I mean, you gotta admit, it's pretty well tricked out. Somebody,
Somebody cared about it.
I wonder if somebody was doing some video production or something on it. Why you would use a 6300, I don't know, but I mean, stranger things have happened.
A 6400, Mike. Get it
Oh,
right.
6400, excuse me. I'm sorry, I don't memorize the crap models. I only memorize the good models. You know,
Same
like the
crap.
4400, 200 PC, you know. That's like the best model of them all. Especially when the hard drive's named Mold.
I love that one. And it is molded.
We be molding. Let's see.
Hey, and don't make fun of my PC MCIA token ring card, dude. That's still very useful.
You know what? I should take a moment here and catch down this chat a bit. Catch up.
Nah, nothing going on. Just Adam stating the obvious. Let's hear this. There's this dude here that says the 6400 still on his wish list, and I wish him the best of luck.
That's kind.
And Garth says it's an AV version of this. He thinks it's a 350 or 375, but it's actually a 250, ain't it?
I think he's at 200.
Oh, 200.
All right, here we go, gentlemen.
Did you put the mouse in? Hey.
Okay, Cyber Tech, what's up, nerds?
It's going.
14, blah, blah, blah. Retro writing time, you're right. You know what? I actually bought UV lights for that. I have a little spool of them hanging out over there. What happened to that poor case? Cyber Tech, the break easy. Eventually, okay, we talked about that. I was only asking if a Mac 2 of any model trying to mod a CD-ROM drive like it should have. Ooh, a G4. Why do I see a penis doll in the background? Okay, who we got here? 2001, the year I turned drinking age. Well, congratulations, vintage children. That horrible sound coming from your Quicksilver mic. Years ago, slot load CD drive in a Quadra 700. Glad I never did. I would have fit. Oh, okay, we got some life.
It's alive.
All right. See if I can actually operate this mouse from behind the computer.
You're pushing your luck there, buddy.
Oh, the files are in the computer.
Hey, Starbuck, that's Frank.
His name is Frank. Address him correctly.
Yes.
That's like George Costanza's father. Okay, what's going on here?
Is it not clicking?
Aneurysm or?
Doesn't like you, Dan.
Okay, so I had to hit enter. What's going on with the resolution though?
It's probably plugged into something.
Yeah, the mouse is. It just wasn't plugged in properly. All right, here we go. $6,400 with a capacity of 6 gigabytes.
Wow.
Somebody really upgraded that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you get system information on this one again?
Apple
the
menu
Apple.
about this Mac. Apple menu.
Right. There we go.
System profile.
104 megs of RAM? Is that what I see?
This is 104 megs, yeah.
Wow.
That's it. It's a weird
Now
number.
go back to the Apple, close that out now. Go back to the Apple menu and go to Apple System Profiler. And eventually this will tell you everything about the computer.
Okay. Here we go. Oops. That's not exactly legible, but
You could read it to us.
I'm going to see if I can focus this thing again. Sometimes it just gets like grabbed in the way.
Nice monitor.
Here, let's do this.
You like that?
We're better over here.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh. Our ears are bleeding. All right, so you have 164, 132, and 1.8 built into the logic board. 603E. Okay.
No, a 603EV.
E.
Don't
Sorry,
forget
folks.
E.
Terrible. There we go. That's better.
You know, you can close the control stroke.
Don't
Really?
confuse the man.
Here we go.
And what system is that running, Dan? Is it 9?
9.1.
Okay.
Now, if you go into devices and volumes, this will take a while. Oh, that was actually pretty quick.
Will it?
So if you go into the PCI where it says slot A1,
The little drop-down arrow.
we'll try. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Avid Cinema.
Yeah. Now click on the built-in Ethernet card there. Doesn't look like it has much information on that.
Pretty.
And then click on the built-in display card, because I can't remember what these had on them.
Display. That's all it says.
Nothing special, it just has a bog standard Apple video chip, looks like.
This good?
That's not bad. So did you tell me the serial number on this one, Dan? Does it say it in System Profiler?
I can just read it off the back.
Okay.
So H, whereas Bruce would say H. P is it what Frank is? 6494P T 94K.
94K.
That's right.
Okay. I am going to take a quick trip to the basement. I want to see if I have something before I click buy on something. I'll be right back.
Mike, are you still looking at this, or should I put
No,
it
you
down?
can do whatever you want. I don't care. Go ahead.
Here we go. Yeah, girl.
So this is a 6500 or 6400?
This is a 400, 6400.
Oh, okay.
6400, 200.
Okay.
I have a 6500 225 as well, but that is not something that we need to inventory because we already did.
So apparently this is the better model. They came in 180 and 200 megahertz.
Okay, yeah.
Not quite max memory. It maxes out at 136 megs.
Yeah, what did I have? 104, I think?
Yeah. It has a crap display because it only has 1 mega memory, and it's non-upgradable unless you put a PCI card in, of course.
I love the scale. Like, I love the idea of having a 1 meg video card in a machine that can have like 160 megs of RAM. Because if you put that now, it would be like, what, a 1 gig video card in a machine with 100 gigs of RAM.
And for
Not quite.
96, 1 meg of video RAM wasn't exactly not that much.
Okay, I gotta grab the next one. All right, this is the last one before we get into the oldies.
Hey, it's an iCrap.
This is a little G5 iMac.
It's an iCrap.
It's a crap.
No,
Oh,
actually,
no, this
those
isn't a G5. Sorry. Probably a little bit newer. This is
must
probably
be a
the
cord.
cord. Let's have a look.
They're not bad either.
I was cleaning up a bunch of stuff and I moved a G5 iMac and I was like, oh, that's right. I forgot that I actually have a G5 iMac, same size. But this is the one that I got from my mom, actually.
Yeah.
Well, this is not a G5. Anyway.
Well, it might be a G5. It has an eyesight.
Good.
Got a stuck to the side as well.
If you hold down the Option key with the keyboard plugged in, you'll find out exactly what system it is pretty quick.
Oh,
If you
I also
watch
need to
my-
plug in the power.
If you watched my video, Dan, you would know this sort of thing.
They're too long.
That
How
was
do you figure that, Steve?
because
Oh yeah, that's right. They changed the boot picker once.
yeah, see Mike watch.
Yeah, because the EFI versus the open firmware.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Apple.
Mamma mia. All right. Oh, Vintage Hillbilly Shack says, Canadian Computer Collector, I don't remember hearing an answer to my 2CX question. Actually, I think we did answer it, sir. The advice is that you could not fit a CD drive in there, and if you did, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Because you'd never be able to put a video card in it.
Yeah, just go external. External SCSI drives are the way to go. You could even get something like a ROS SCSI or one of these other fancy SCSI things that could actually emulate the CD drives. There you go.
Yeah, so the long and short of it is it's not worth it.
I mean, technically, I could shove a IBM processor in there, but it's not going to do anything.
Okay, about this Mac. Let's see here. But oh, it's a Core 2 Duo. Look at that, fellas.
Fancy.
Wow. Time to let my hair down a little, you know.
So this is a 17-inch iMac Core 2 Duo. What's the speed of that, my friend? 2 gigahertz.
Yeah.
How much memory?
1 gigabyte.
And what's the serial number, since you have it up there? Click on the...
Yeah, you have to go to System Profiler for that.
No, just click under where it says Mac OS 10 and just keep clicking.
So W87.
I knew it started with W. Okay.
124.
124.
7 flux. So VUX.
So it's 07 VUX.
This computer sucks, let me tell you.
Hey, yo.
Hey there, buddy. Okay, so
What's the CPU speed on that?
2
gigahertz.
Nice.
That's probably late 2006.
She's a happy gal.
That'll run Big Sur like a champ.
I don't know, but it definitely needs to get off a Leopard.
Yeah, this thing needs a full cleanup too. It's in horrible condition.
It's had a full life.
And if I remember correctly, this one is missing the little foot pad with its identifying information. Yeah,
It's pretty typical.
Where did it?
A little more RAM and some Snow Leopard on there, and she'd be a little screamer.
Woo! Spicy gal. Okay. Gentlemen, we are now moving on to the old stuff.
The old stuff. Here's where Mike is going to shine.
Okay, so I have 3 Apple IIc's and 2 Apple IIe's. So where do you think we should start?
And let Mike choose.
See.
Well, you're the one sitting in a chair in Canada. I don't care. Throw something on the damn table.
I like your gym. All right, so
That's hospitality for you.
I was here. I was just told to come here to tell you what kind of crap you have, not to tell you what to do.
He can't hear you. You can badmouth him because he doesn't have his headphones on.
Yeah. Freaking hoser.
Couple Apple IIc's.
So that's an Apple IIc.
He can't hear you, Mike.
Well, I'm letting everybody in the audience know that's an Apple IIc.
He just announced it before he put it on the table.
Well, you asked me that. You told me to come here so I could tell you what this crap is. I'm telling you, that's a freaking Apple IIc.
Who's got a monitor?
What more do you want me to tell you? It's an Apple IIc. It's got a 68C. It's got a 68 CO2. It's got 128K of RAM in it. Oh, it's got a 140K floppy drive. It has buttons on it that have letters, some numbers, and 2 of them may have arrows.
One sec.
Oh, and that's a 9-inch green CRT. Which I found out the other day is actually a direct swap for a classic Mac, which I never knew. Adam, I said it's
That's a power cord. That is both fun and funky.
funky.
With a big old brick on it. So this is one that I loaned to a movie production a while ago. That's why there's this drawing on the side of a cat or something. And tape on my power cord. Okay. So I guess all we really need to do is see if it turns on, right? Like, sounds pretty basic, right? This is it. And this goes in here. All right. So that's that. Ow, dang it.
Don't lick it.
Okay, we're ready. We're cooking with fire here.
Do you want to hook a signal cable up between the computer and the monitor? Or?
No, that just complicates.
Good idea.
I'm just curious.
This is why Mike's here.
Like I said, I'm just here, you know. I was just excited that I actually got invited to do something, you know.
Well, you keep up this charming behavior, you might not be invited next time.
I appreciate the suggestion.
You show your gratitude by oversleeping.
Oh.
Well, you know, if you would have had this at 2 o'clock like we originally planned, I wouldn't have overslept because then I wouldn't have had time to sleep.
Okay, there we
Excuses,
go.
excuses. Helps if the monitor's on. There you go.
That's the sound that you need.
Why would that help? I mean, he didn't want to hook a signal cable up to it earlier.
Okay, we're in business.
See, I told you it's an Apple IIc. It says so on the screen.
Mike is just so charming today.
Wow, that screen is really squished, dude. I think your horizontal positioning or your horizontal... No, that's brightness. There you go. There. That's what you should look like.
Yeah,
Minus the dancing.
There we go. That's not bad. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, there we go. So, these are all the same? Is that what you're saying?
But all the 2Cs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, Steve.
I thought you said you had Apple IIe's.
Oh, I have two Apple IIe's. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that.
We'll
Now,
get
those are a little different. Those
Yeah.
you can shove crap inside.
Yeah, these don't really have any expandable slots. People were very creative.
Well, there is actually there actually is provisions in I think the later models for memory expansion.
That's what I was going to say. People were very creative, and they did figure out ways to expand things. But generally
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah, there's actually accelerators and all, but the only way to find them is to like physically take the machine apart, and this is one of the worst ones to take apart.
Adam says there are two models of 2C, and there are slots in the 4100. Okay. All right. So, get this guy out of the way, Steve. This is probably a serial number. Yeah, here we go. Nice and short, too.
all right, let me make a new line here. All right, so Apple IIc. Fire away.
Of course, Adam can open a 2C in 3 minutes. You probably opened about 5 zillion of them.
All right, what's the number?
D490DND.
Perfect. Do not disturb. Got it.
And Adam wants to know: is it a model 4000 or 4100?
This is a 4000.
Okay,
US 4000.
so that's the earlier one then.
All right, cool.
So this is the non-expandable one, I guess.
I think you can still add memory to it, but I think that's about it. Adam can tell you more about that than me.
Do you have any more of those to test, Dan?
Yeah, there's another monitor like this, and then there's a color monitor.
Oh, okay, fancy.
Color.
The colored two. Actually, we got to keep that power series.
Can I jump in real quick, gentlemen, and shame everybody that has not already.
Your mic cut out.
Yeah.
Someone muted me. That's why.
I didn't touch it.
I wonder.
I wanted to take a minute to shame everybody that has not yet clicked the like button. Thank you.
The mic is laughing. I'm guessing it was him.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say something smart.
Solid shame play there.
Solid shame.
Nice. I mean, not your best, or not his best, because he can't hear me, but it was nice. That is officially the tiniest CRT I've ever seen.
The same one that was just on the deck.
On the last one, because this one is extremely yellow. Like,
That's beautiful. Mustard yellow.
somehow the keys, maybe in their dirty state, managed to survive the yellowing, but
That's because they don't have the fire retardant in them.
oh, okay.
The spacebar does for some reason. We don't know why.
Well, the spacebar, I guess, is flammable.
Can anyone here in the chat explain why usually the space bars are so much worse or so much better than the rest of the keyboard?
I think Mike was just saying that they don't have the same flame retardant.
Not all the keys have the fire retardant in them, Jay. I think it's the bromide or something that makes them yellow.
It would have cost an extra nickel to put them in all.
Oh, yeah, we can't have that.
There will be no nickels.
God damn it, Dan. I wanted my nickel for appearing on the stream. That was my fee.
Oh, that's...
He promised me $1.
Oh, come on. What model is that while you have it on its flip side?
This is a 4000.
Okay.
For some reason, the power cord doesn't want to fit in the same way it did.
Did somebody modify it?
I don't think so. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Maybe I just didn't notice how far it went in last time. That's what she said.
Phrasing.
All right. Here we go. Oh, God.
Dan nearly crapped his pants. It's like, oh, God.
Why did it beep like that?
Well, you know, the volume slider is by the keyboard. It probably was slid all the way up.
Oh, do they all beep like that? So the other one just had the volume lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these have adjustable volume on them. Now, if you really want to scare the crap out of yourself, plug some headphones in and do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Steve, Adam says, Dan, hit control reset.
Adam will teach you what's what.
Where's control at?
over your finger. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. What's next, Adam?
Now you're at a prompt.
He's gonna give you a string of. He's going to give you a command to type in. I think it's going to kick back some ROM information.
Yeah, then you can do it on the other one too.
All right, let's do it. I've turned it around. This is actually kind of neat.
You're in the future now, man.
The future coming? That's right. All the way to the year 2000. In the year 2000. In the year 2000.
Type faster, Adam, please. He'll keep singing.
If he's not careful, I'm going to mute his ass.
Oh, God. So, is there, while we're waiting for Adam, is there I assume he wanted to type in something, but is there a serial number on the CRT so I could put that in the catalog here?
I typed in fart. Oh, shoot. Now delete is just adding things.
I typed in fart. All right, just press return. It's fine.
Yeah.
And it'll go to a new line. All right, now type in exactly what Adam said.
Print peak.
Print space peak.
Just that or with the parentheses?
With the parentheses.
Yeah, with the parentheses.
0. Is that
ROM
ROM 0? Okay. So what's the serial number on that bad boy?
Okay, so serial number on the 2C is F620 68DA 2S4000. Much longer.
Yeah, it's much longer. Okay.
Oh, and I guess we should have the monitors. So let's just take a second here, Steve.
So Adam says the ROM 0 is the second ROM version. It supports 3.5-inch drives and a built-in self-test. Okay, so this is the monitor without the stand.
Ooh.
And what's the serial number?
Serial number S. So I think it's like punched into the back of it. It's not actually written.
That's fine.
A model number and a serial number, and the serial number looks like it's punched in.
Okay.
And I believe it is 009506.
Close enough. Okay.
And then the last monitor.
Why you got? Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
Hey, Steve, are you ready?
Yep.
027664.
Okay.
So while you're sitting there, turn that off. Hold down both Apple keys on the key, not the monitor. Hold down both the Apple keys while you turn it on.
Oh, okay.
Let go of the Apple keys.
Doing a test.
We're gonna see if this suffers from bad RAM, like a lot of these do.
It's an Apple IIc for anybody who missed the memo. Apple IIc.
They call me Apple 2C, baby. Alex says, looks like I missed a fair bit. Apple 2, Apple 2C. Alex says, got a like for the signing. I don't know what that means. Says I'm okay.
It's okay.
Adam,
Wants to know the Korean or Japanese monitors.
this one here is Korean. This one is
Clearly Swedish.
also Korean. So yes, Korean. What do I do after this is okay? You shut it off again.
Yeah, shut it off and let's do the same peak thing on the other one to see what ROM revision that was.
Oh, okay.
While you have them out, while we're typing here, might as well. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
And you can also run the self-test on that one, too.
Yeah.
It's like Frank. He's not always out, but when he's out, you may as well play with it, right?
Oh, Adam says the Korean monitors have Samsung tubes that work in a Mac. The Japanese ones don't. Okay.
Oh. Okay, should we do the test first, or do you want to do the peak thing first?
Yeah, you can do a test.
Well, if you do the test, it'll tell you if it even matters to do the peak thing.
Okay, here we go. Oh, a bit of a different vibe from last time.
Might have a different.
Yeah, I
ROM.
think this might be a different ROM version.
Mau. Song about a former Chinese leader. Okay, Garth, maybe I should build my own Hulkintosh. That's a 255. It will do that forever.
Oh, okay. So it's just going through a burn-in test then.
Okay, so then we can shut this off, I assume.
Yeah.
Should we peek?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I will read back what he wrote on there. So print space peak, and then parenthesis 64447, and then close, and then
Yep, 255.
all right.
Yeah!
That's a really old one. That's probably one of the original ones.
So is that ROM 255 or what does that
Yeah.
stand for?
That's ROM version 255. Don't ask me why it started at ROM 255 and then went to 0. That's just the way Apple works, you know. They say, oh, this is the first version of ROM, so we're going to make it version 255. We'll never have to revise this.
Everyone's going to love it. Yes, they will. Okay. So this keyboard also needs to be cleaned pretty bad. This one, though, Steve, condition-wise, a lot brighter than the last one. No, this was the first one, so this one was brighter than the second one.
Yeah, the first one definitely looks better than the second.
Side by side?
Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah.
It's not really capturing it well on camera, but man, is this thing ever dark.
Yeah, the first one
more
was like original.
BRB?
I like how tiny those little monitors are.
Yeah, they are cute. They're very crisp, too.
Oh, the second one was the 4000. Sorry if you guys are talking.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Hey, that's a 2C2, by the way.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these.
Well, you're the one that wanted me to give you my vast knowledge.
Whose stream are you on, Mike?
Well, I'm educating you. That's a 2C.
Thank you for educating me. I'm so blessed.
Oh, God.
Don't drop it.
Oh, wow, that's a 2C.
That was brutal. I just stubbed my foot on an LC520.
Ow.
Right in the ankle, too. That's
You didn't hurt the computer, did you?
Yeah, fortunately, it's all good on that front.
Damn.
Okay, so this is another 4000 with a very small serial number, Steve.
6.
I am ready.
D450.
You broke up there. Try it again.
D450. B as in boy. F as in Frank. And I as in Italian.
Hey! And it's also a 4000?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is a color 2C monitor for the actual 2C, not just a color monitor. This is the one that wears the same pants. Just plug it in.
Do you have the stand for it?
I don't, not for the color. Although the color has rubber feet on the bottom, so I guess it was compatible both ways.
Yeah, the stand was optional.
Okay, here we go.
Is the monitor on? No, it's not.
No. There we go.
It's a beautiful monitor.
So there was a disc in here.
Well, let's see what's on the screen first.
Oh, it's AppleWorks startup disk.
Looks maybe wiggle the video cable. Might be loose for some oxidization there. There's nothing on the monitor.
Oh,
weird. Maybe the brightness is turned like over. Oh, there we go.
It's coming in.
Yeah, it's just oxidization on the connector.
Wow.
What does that say on it?
Oh, it's probably because I pulled the disc out. Oh, shoot.
All right, turn it off. Fuck it back in.
Okay, here it is without the disc.
All right, do your peekity pokity.
Yeah, here we go. Print.
Peak, parentheses, 64447.
255.
One too.
Right.
So now put AppleWorks back in and let's see if it boots. Let's see if it boots properly.
So should I shut it off first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then in it goes.
Or you could just type PR number 6, but whatever.
Okay, see, these are things that I have no knowledge of.
Don't worry, Mike will yell at you until you remember.
There we go. Apple Protos.
Pro DOS. Pro DOS.
Protos.
Now take the disc out and flip it around.
Take the disc out?
Take the disc out, turn it upside down, and put it back in.
Okay.
Now press return.
Press enter or return. Yes. Okay, well, apparently somebody screwed up when they made this AppleWorks disc, because most people would have, instead of having two discs, would have put the second disc on the second side of the first disc. But okay.
Those crazy kids.
So you only have one of the two discs that you need to make AppleWorks work. So Apple doesn't work.
Well, that's just insulting. Let's see what this says on it. Yeah, it just says startup disk. Well, that's stupid. Okay, so we know what we got here. We got a 255.
If you have a bootable disk, so at least you can see if they'll boot.
That's true. So that is a nice thing. You know, I'm going to shove this not back in it, but off to the side, and I'll put it with software later. Okay, so for the monitor, Steve,
Yeah.
I've got some action here for you. Real action.
What is that called?
On
Is that
action.
Apple Color.
Apple Color 2C monitor.
Yeah, color monitor 2C.
Oh, okay.
So serial number is, now the S is actually stamped this time instead of just written,
Okay.
but it's 021603 that follows the S.
Oh, okie dokie.
Oh, yeah.
And your rubber feet are disintegrating, leaving marks on your table.
Oh, God, yeah. Look at that. Oh, crap. Okay. I have to replace those.
That's why Mike is here.
Okay. So, this guy out of here, and let's move on to Apple IIe-ville.
What am I putting the
Evil.
monitor there? Adam says it's electrically the same as the 2E monitor. Yeah, isn't it the same exact monitor, just in a different case, Adam? He listens well, doesn't he?
All right, you know what? I might have to go grab something to stand on here.
Like a ladder.
Oh, he's getting nose down.
Don't fall! Oh, you can't hear us. Don't fall!
Fall!
It's just like, what the hell are these idiots doing?
Oh, God.
Is this the end of the Canadian Computer Collector?
This feels really not good. Okay, we're just gonna...
Oh, Lord, a folding chair?
What is this, my basement?
This is almost as bad as Steve's.
Yeah, I went on a rolling chair once. Last time I did that.
Yeah, Adam's right. The monitor 3 isn't exactly light.
An old wood crate.
Oh, there you go.
God. Best monitor ever. Where on earth do you see a 5150, Alex? I was
See, you
joking.
guys were not a big fan of the folding chair there.
No, we want to make sure you didn't die on stream. No, we'd have to place an international call and everything. And
How do you dial 911 in another country from a different country?
we'd have to Google for a while as you twitched and died slowly, painfully.
Oh, Dan, just curious, what's your address?
I like that you have the stand for the monitor. That's really cool. I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
Does that disk drive have an actual connector on the end?
What's that?
That disk 2 drive has a connector on the end?
It is.
Oh, somebody converted it.
all
Wait,
the
wait,
way-
wait. What?
What's the cable in your hand?
Oh, this?
Yeah. Oh, it's a printer. Oh, it's a printer cable. Okay, it's a so somebody has a grappler card in it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, this was an interesting story. So, a buddy of my dad's and a local CBC reporter. He went into the same college program as I did, but this was the machine that he took, or I guess used to go through that program. So it's got a grappler card and I think an 80 column card or something like that, but that's about it. It's pretty basic.
That's an early model. Earlier model.
Okay, let's some power going. Luckily, this uses normal power.
Well, that's better than abnormal power.
Well, depends on what the powers are, I guess. The ability to see through people's clothing, my goodness. All right. So, if I remember correctly.
Hey, at least you have the monitor stand. That's pretty cool. You don't see those too often.
Yeah, this is the whole package. So I looked online, and this whole unit was sold as a package. The stand, disc, the monitor 3.
Now Dan and I,
like $3,400, I think.
Dan and I figured out a little bit of history about this Apple monitor. So Dan and I did a gaming stream ages ago where we both burned our retinas playing Unreal Tournament on Apple III monitors because we had problems with our brains. And so this monitor was obviously sold for the Apple II and then was also available to work with the Apple III. And if you look at the bezel on the monitor, you'll notice it's gray, which matches the keycaps of the Apple IIe, whereas the Apple III versions are a darker color, which match the keycaps of the Apple III, or so I've been told. And that's the identical monitor, but the color just differs.
I never noticed that.
I have 3 of them.
No, I have an Apple IIc or a 2e with different a different color keyboard keycap.
Yeah, that's a later version. Yeah,
right.
The later
not
version, the later versions had black imprints on the keys versus the white.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And for interest's sake, on this one, Garth said "poof Rifa." Now I don't know what's happened since I last played with this thing, but I did a video once about booting up an old computer for the first time, and I checked the Rifa cap on this one, and it looked good. So.
Being the they all look good before they explode.
Let's just real quick here, 1 second.
But if it makes you feel any better,
got my electrical fire extinguisher handy.
Oh, you don't need that for a Rifa cap, my lord.
Yeah, here we go.
But hey, just think of all the excitement, all the views you'll have when the Rifa cap explodes, and I cut this part of the video out.
It'll just smell like garbage.
Yeah, Steve would know. He blew up a Rifa cap in my house.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yes, it was so nice. It smelled lovely.
Steve's always about other people, always helping other people.
Always.
Well, I can tell Dan's never been to my channel.
Okay.
Oh, this is an unenhanced Apple IIe.
She be alive.
So why don't you put your AppleWorks disk in and see if it boots?
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, I like to think so.
It's full of great ideas here. Hang on.
I'm glad I'm good for something.
I'm trapped. Trapped by my own idiocy. Do I have to pull this down? Oh no, there we go. Shouldn't something be engaging it?
Yeah, you have to push the door down, dork. Yeah, there you go. Keep going.
Oh man, I don't want to break it.
It's booting. There you go.
There we go. Cool.
Well, it definitely has the 80 column card in it.
AppleWorks software. Oh, integrated software. Hey, how fancy! My goodness. Okay, well, this thing actually is running pretty decently.
That's the same 2E that I have. I have the older model like that that's not enhanced.
The drive is not making noise anymore either.
Yeah, it's waiting for the second disc that you don't have.
We're waiting for me to flip it over.
Well, is that the original disc or is that a copy?
It's a copy for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
See the original AppleWorks disc it's 2 discs. It's actually 4 discs. So it's 2 discs. It's the program disc and then the data disc. Well, like schools and stuff, when they would make like mass copies of these things for like each individual computer, they would just copy the program disc on one side and then the data disc on the other side. So they only had 1 disc. So that's why I told you to flip it over earlier.
Well, you know what? That's like when I first started using discs, they were 3.5s because of just, where I entered the technology.
Yeah, because you're like 20 years younger than I am.
Well, and like the 5.25s I always saw, but I never knew. For example, I didn't know you could flip one over and it would still work. That's just absurd to me. But
so let's since we know it boots, why don't we run a self-test on this one?
Same thing as before?
Yep, both apples, and while you turn it on.
My first disk was a zip drive. What does that tell you?
Your door.
That's quite the sound.
Yeah, it does put out some very interesting high-pitched noises.
We're just trying to make Dan crap his pants.
It's all right, but I don't need you boys to help me with that.
System
like it's okay.
Colonel okay.
The neighbor's dog just went nuts. I don't know if it's a coincidence or what.
Whenever that man upstairs goes onto YouTube, the dog goes nuts.
So can I just pop this open then and grab the disc out of here, or should I shut it off, or what do you think?
Yeah, you can open it up as long as the red light's not on. I mean, you can open it up when the red light's on too. I mean, you did it earlier. Why? What's so different now?
Sometimes it helps to just do things.
Well, good news. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is the reefer didn't blow up. The bad news is the reefer didn't blow up. It's Adam. It's an unenhanced version. It's got the brackets, not the slashes. So it's like the original Apple II.
Yes, sir.
Original Apple IIe.
Serial number for you. This one's made in Japan. This is for the monitor.
Alrighty. Hold on, I'm just typing monitor 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so the monitor, so serial number is B3G 374588.
All right. Got it.
Okay, and then I'm going to actually grab another monitor 3 because I have a couple more of these. Ah, God. 1 sec.
Oh, really, Adam? Huh. Mine's not enhanced either. Mine's just a stock 2E as well. The only thing I have in mine, I have a bunch of cards in mine, but all I have is the 80 column card in mine.
I want to open it up and actually look at which cards are in here too, but I'm just going to grab this other.
I have a RAM card for mine too. I got to put in. There are no enhancements for the 2 Plus Retro Techie. Apple released an update in about 84, 85 or so.
All right, so this is a darker monitor 3.
He's got both shades of monitors.
See, now those are the ones I'm familiar with from school. Those are the actual Apple III monitors.
Yeah, this one is much darker.
What's the number on that, just so I don't get them confused?
Serial number on this one is B3C
Okay.
278349.
And is that also made in Japan?
That is also made in Japan. And it works real fine.
Excellent.
Is that the screen you played UT on with Steve?
I think it was the tan one that he was using.
Yeah, I think it was the other one. This one's a foot fell off it. I still have the foot, but I have to place it back. You can see it over here. It's a bit of a wobble. And hang on, there's one more 3 monitor.
No, Retro Techie, the 2 Plus is not rare. Those things are everywhere. The original 2 is rare.
This is another 2E one, I believe. Nice and bright.
But it says 3 on the front. What's up with that?
You know, some evil witch decided at one point how this would go.
Is that a new monitor or the one you're using before?
This is a new one. So this is the third one that I
Oh
got.
my god! What's the serial number?
He has 3 monitor 3s. Go figure.
Illuminati confirmed. So this one's serial number is B3H 399155.
Bingo!
This one's nice and bright.
A little too bright.
You can hear the mesh on the glass. All right, so shout out to the Rifa capacitor that survived 4 startups so far.
Don't tempt fate!
Okay.
Damn, no explosions. This is very disappointing. I'm not coming back.
Do not recommend. All right, let's have a look inside this bad gal.
Does the Apple IIe have a serial number on it, Mike? Like on the bottom?
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Yeah.
Feed me that, boy!
Just a bit moody. All right, let's go ahead.
Got some good news.
Disk 2 card, graphic card, and 80 column card. That's all you got.
Steve, is that one of the machines you sent to Madeline?
No, that was an Apple III.
This is pretty basic. Okay.
So you have a grappler card.
80 column. And
The disk 2.
printer card? Oh, yeah, disk 2. Yeah.
And what's the serial on that one?
Let me just flip her over. So the grappler card is the printer card, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the parallel card.
And then 80 column just gives you better resolution, and the disk 2 controls.
Well, the 80 column card also gives you another 64K of RAM.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So,
Isn't that how it could handle the extra resolution, Mike?
no, you could actually put an 80 column card in a 64K model, but
Oh, okay.
it wouldn't. It truthfully wouldn't do you much good because most 80 column software wouldn't run on 64K anyway.
Okay.
Man, this is like the era of computing I find the most interesting because hardware is what's giving you options as opposed to software or like, you know, you just like every feature you want is another card, and I think that's so neat. Serial number is really simple. So there's
4.
it's yeah, this one's a 5-digit, but I guess there's 4 digits before it. So there's an A2 S2 dash, and then it's just 12768.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, the A2S actually tells you what model it is.
Oh, okay. So this is, I guess A2S can also be ass. What's that? Oh my god.
And then he drops the computer.
All right, next up.
Let's watch him fall. If he falls, I get the Duo drive.
The pizza.
What else is on
This
the
has got some interesting upgrades to it.
Color me excited.
Steve, you're pasty white. You're not color.
I said color me excited. You have to get the colors out. That's a bigger boy.
So this one
Okay, so
here,
right off the hop,
this is a later model, and this is I can see the enhanced sticker on the power light. So this is going to be an enhanced model.
there's a really interesting element to this, which I haven't seen online, and someone told me that someone probably just did a custom job, but it's so clean that I feel like it isn't, but it has a purple back.
Huh.
Yeah, that's just the way that the plastic discolors.
Are you sure? Really?
Yeah, I've seen a few of the. It's not custom. It's just that like the grayish plastic that they put on there. I guess when it discolors, it's colored lighter and it makes it look purple.
Yeah, it looks. I think it looks great. Like it's like a
It's pretty looking.
purple color.
What's the model of that one while you have the back?
This is. Or you want the serial number?
Well, also, like, what is it called? I don't know.
Oh, this is an A2M 2010.
That's a monitor too.
A green phosphor.
Oh. Okay, and what's the serial number? How do you spell that?
0003621.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh, you stupid spreadsheet. If I put
This is a little tilt and swivel action. If we can get this to aim in the right direction. All right. Plug in the monitor. Where is the... Oh, dang it. Yeah. I keep plugging things in over my headphones. Get to... All right. Oh, this actually has what is that?
Yeah,
Board on the back?
tell us.
It looks like it's got Mac style serial ports on it.
Or cereal, yeah.
What the heck? Adam, what is this? Oh, is that... Wait, closer. Enhance.
That might be Apple Talk.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Why don't we look at that when he opens it up?
I'm about to say, I'll take that useless card off your hands for you.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of them we found today, eh, Steve? A couple of those useless cards.
Is that the workstation, the Apple Talk workstation card?
I'm not sure.
Adam will clue us in. Yeah, the workstation card. Okay.
This one was purchased from a retired university professor, and this was something that they used to do astronomy. So definitely not astrology. Okay.
Yeah, so that allows you to boot from, as Adam is saying, boot from an Apple Share server, and then you could also print to Apple shared printers.
Oh, cool. That's what those serials on the back are?
Yeah. You fancy man, you. I wish I had one of those in mine. That'd be pretty neat.
Pardon me, folks, I just sneezed.
All inside of the computer.
Now, so this one has, like Mike had mentioned, black lettering on the keycaps and a bit more of a modern feel to the keyboard.
Yeah, that's a later model.
Yeah.
And that one's been enhanced already. Although that's the first time I've ever seen a sticker that said 65CO2 on it. Usually it just says enhanced.
Yeah, this one's got the number 2.
No, I mean down where the power light is.
Oh.
Down at the bottom of the keyboard.
Oh, God. The stand on this camera is going to make it hard to get it there.
So when you got the enhancement kit, what they did is they gave you a new overlay to stick over that. It's just said enhanced on it. I've never seen one that said 65 CO2 on it. That's weird.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's a Canada thing.
Could be.
Okay.
Why don't you stick your disc in and see if it boots?
That's what she said.
Hey!
Aren't I classy?
Dan is the classiest class I ever met.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Why is this one red? Like the light is on.
Because it's waiting for you to put a disc in, you dork.
And would this one not also?
No, because it won't boot off a drive 2.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Very cool. Well, you know what? This Apple II stuff is all very foreign to me, but I...
Well, you don't need that workstation card. That's just garbage. You can just mail it to me, and I'll figure it out.
Did you just look it up on eBay there, Steve, or what?
I couldn't find one currently selling on eBay. So what Adam says is neat about them, because you could actually boot them off of like another machine, like the data's on a server, and you could like boot it off of that. Hey Trina, thanks for joining.
Yeah, so you didn't even need a floppy drive with this one.
Okay. Very cool. Well, let's have a look inside.
Yeah, let's. I'm kind of curious. Now I'm excited.
Let's take
I've
a
been bored by the time I was saying it, but now I'm excited.
An hour and 50 minutes in, Mike finally wakes up.
Yeah. Mike's Frank is
I'll tell
finally...
you to wake up for.
Mike's Frank is awake. Ah.
So Dan or Adam said there should be a switch underneath that for the to switch from French to English for the keyboard.
Steve, I got to read you a... Oh, no, wait. We already did, didn't we? Serial number on this one?
On the monitor, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then I will continue putting it on the floor.
We should really help Dan invest in a set of wireless headphones.
That's what I told him, but he doesn't want to listen to reason.
That's all right. You know what? I almost bought some off of eBay the other day.
The eBay.
So this guy will just move out of the way.
Well, we know it obviously has a Duo drive card in it.
You would think so. Oh, it's actually not that complicated. Away I gotta go and make... Okay, so this is our Duo driver.
Yup.
This is the big fella that you were interested in, Steve.
And what does the silk screen say on that card? Because I'm curious what the official name of it
I
is.
think it's Z80 on it. I think.
Oh, it's a workstation card. Apple computer.
Is workstation all together?
The legs are on this camera thing are getting in the way. Here we go.
Yeah, workstation card. Ah,
Neat. Thank you.
I've never seen one.
1986.
I knew they existed, but I've never seen one. That's pretty.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in person either. Oof, somebody wants a boxed one on eBay for $500. No, thank you, you crazy crackpot.
Oh my god. Put the box on the shelf and then what?
Yeah.
And then, what do we have here?
Oh, still in box. It's not even sealed.
What's that?
That's your 80 column and memory expansion card.
Oh, okay. Pretty basic stuff there, eh?
Hey, that's all you need. What more do you need?
What more do you need? Yeah.
All right, let's put the lid back on. And that is the Apple II portion of the evening.
Now let's watch Dan struggle to put them all back without dying.
Oh my god, yeah. Terrible.
Hey, Steve, do you know his address?
No.
Damn.
I might have an old label of a box.
How the hell are we supposed to dispatch emergency services if we don't know where Ellie lives?
And then distract the emergency services while we raid.
Got an old shipping label with my address on it.
Our friend Dan is injured, but please keep the goods.
Where is he? Canada.
Canada. That's all we know.
Yes, Adam, we know you know what you're talking about when it comes to Apple IIs. You know more about them than I do.
Somebody has an original. Somebody has an original Apple laser writer for $50, but it's all the way in upstate New York. I think.
Oh, wait, we have one more weird
What the
thing.
hell would you want an original Apple laser writer for? Do you know how heavy those damn things are?
It looks cool. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna pay.
Cool. I don't care how cool it looks. 300 freaking pounds for a printer is not that freaking cool.
That's fine.
It's Steve, you'll give yourself a hernia just trying to carry it in the house.
I'm obviously not buying it.
The hell is that? That's an Atari XE.
Yeah, neat.
Nice. I always wanted one of those.
Someone had one at the e-waste place, but I let somebody else buy it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I know that person, so I can always play
Oh,
around.
crap. You even got a monitor for it. Holy shit.
Look at that!
520 ST.
Look at this,
Is it
man.
just a 520 ST or is it an STFM?
It's an STFM.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I will be right back since I cannot contribute much to this conversation.
What is the differentiator there, Mike, on an FM?
It has an RF modulator in it.
Oh,
And
cool.
the F means floppy and the M means modulator.
Which way does this go? There we are.
See, now we're getting into the stuff that makes Jay wake up. My one of my first computers were Atari.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad
I
made
love
his music on Atari.
I love the
Yeah, they're great for that.
Love the GUI.
I had my when I learned to type, I had an electronic typewriter, and then at home, I had my dad's Atari, and I typed so fast that the Atari needed like 5 minutes to catch up to what I was typing.
Total BA, Jay.
A skill that I have since lost.
That's a shame. Boy, you can smell the ozone on this monitor just by being near it. That's an interesting sound. That's also volume. On and volume are the same knob. I think if we wait, it will actually load the operating system.
Yeah, it should load TOS from ROM.
Like when I bought this thing, I tested it out, and it did actually work.
There it goes.
There we go.
Now you're at the TOS desktop. Nice.
Killer.
This brings back some memories.
Love this. So basic. Oh. The GEM Graphics Environment Manager. Oh, shoot. I think I'm having clicking issues with this mouse. There we go. Yeah, pretty basic, though. Like, there's not really anything you can really look at without a disk. And sadly, I don't have much in the way of Atari disks.
No, but at least you don't need a disk to load the operating system.
No, and see, that's actually really nice. I mean, was that a fairly big deal back then?
Yeah. I don't know of any other computer that was like that.
It's not running off a hard drive right now, is it?
No, it's running off a ROM.
Oh shit, that's cool. And why is this mouse so terrible? There we go.
Yeah, I don't know of any other computer back then that had the operating system. Even well, I mean, one of the Tandy 1000s had a version of DOS in ROM, and I'm trying to think. Of course, the Mac Classic had Mac OS in ROM.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, as an entire line of computers, I don't know of any of them that actually all booted like the SPs did.
Since we have lost Steve, I'm just going to open up that spreadsheet. Senor Sven. I'm not sure if we have. Oh, I see what he's doing here. Okay. So then down here, where's keyboard? All right. Now this monitor is not a 520 ST monitor. This is a what?
SC1224.
That is right. Okay, Atari. Let's see, 1224 monitor. Actually, it's in pretty good shape. Just
Oh,
dust.
I have to look at my messages, T-Dog. It might have gotten thrown into my spam.
Okay, that's the monitor. And then I guess I should shut down this ST. Bloop. And same thing here. All right. So this thing was great. This was, someone actually donated this to the channel, which I was super pumped about. Obviously, a free computer is always something I'm going to be excited about, but especially something at this age. And this is the only Atari that I have. All right, serial number.
Well, that's more Ataris than I have.
You're not a big Atari guy or what?
No, I've just never. I've always wanted one. I just never got into having one.
Right. I guess it's not exactly always available for sale. You know, people always, it's funny, you see people stress out about buying specific old machines. And I'm of the attitude that if you wait, it will eventually cross your path. Like I've found that most of the old machines that I wanted eventually come for sale. But I'm not going to pay like $1 million on eBay just to get one of them right away. You know what I mean? Like, at least there's some people who feel differently. And they're driving that market. Okay, so that was the Atari. And now we are off to the Commodores.
Which I probably know even less about.
Well,
Did it catch on fire? What did I miss?
not much, Steve. It did not catch on fire. You missed the original GUI.
Oh.
We were just talking about how impressed we were that it ran the OS without a hard drive.
Fancy.
Okay, that's it. All right. So we're moving into Commodore Town. This is us rounding the bend here on this live stream. Not saying that, you know, there.
So we have another 2 hours to go?
So we went from 8 bits to 16 bits back to 8 bits. Can we make up our mind on how many damn bits we want? Can we just stick with the 6502 stuff? We're good with
I'm
that.
looking for kibbles and bits.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So this is a bit funny. I got this off eBay recently. I don't have the power supply out yet because this didn't come on, so I'm just going to set it aside for when we do.
These things are all junk.
Yeah, these things are ancient. Some people friggin' love them though, eh? Like, there's so many YouTube channels that are basically just Commodore 64s.
Oh, I know. I've never
Okay.
gotten into one. Oh, you have cartridges. Nice.
Lots, yeah, you got a tape as well.
Ooh. Fancy.
You got a book, a joystick or two, and finally a power supply.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you one warning right now about those power supplies. They love to overvolt and take out the computer with them.
Are you serious?
No, I'm fucking lying to you. Yes, I'm serious.
Yeah, the a lot of the Commodore ones, the iron ingot ones, and especially with the Ataris as well, like they just like to. I mean,
so
you're running a risk doing
not
anything.
starting these then. What's that?
If you want my personal opinion, I would not power those up.
Yeah,
they-
I
they
figured
have-
There's because the Commodore. Truth be told, the Commodore out of all the 8-bit machines from the 80s, the Commodore probably has the best like user base and support. So there's an aftermarket power supply called a New Brick 64, which will replace the actual brick with a modern brick.
I
But
might have seen that. I saw one on Amazon that was like $90 though.
yeah,
Is that
cheaper
what it is?
solution is there's an inline thing, and I can't remember what it's called, but you put it at the end of that power supply and then plug that into your Commodore, and basically it's like a surge arrestor.
Yeah,
that
they pick out
If
one
the
of those.
power supply does overvolt, it will shut. It'll keep it from hitting the computer.
Okay.
And I would recommend getting at least that before you try powering those on because, well, I mean, do you have a voltmeter? Do you have a multimeter?
Oh, I do. Yes, I have a multimeter.
Well, then get your multimeter out and check the voltages before you do anything.
Just see if it's like wild or what. You guys might have to walk me through this.
Oh wow, you must have a really old VIC 20 if you have a 2-pin power supply.
I still like the idea of not powering these on until I have a modern power supply.
That's okay. That'll we'll that'll be another 2-hour stream in a few weeks.
Well, you know what? I want to do a video because I bought all those games and cartridges and everything. So maybe I can do that then. But so what are we going to do? Just plug this in and then check the voltage?
Yeah, just check the voltages. The pinout should be on the power supply.
Okay, plugging it in.
Yeah, it's called a C64 power saver, and they're about $35, $30, $40, something like that.
Okay, so what are we going to turn this guy on to?
Well, look on your power brick. There should be a voltages written on the power brick.
Input 117, output 5.
DC or AC?
Input 117 AC, output 5 DC.
Okay, so set your voltage.
It also says pin 7 is 9 volt AC.
Yeah, well, set it to like 20 volts DC first. I don't know what your multimeter has. Mine goes from like 2 volts to 20 volts.
This is what we're working with.
Yeah, I like. Oh, there we go.
Hold on, that is not a Kaiwitz. That is not approved.
Yeah, that's a piece of crap. Set 20 volts DC. Okay, and we'll check the DC first. The DC is the volt, is the V with the solid line and the dashed line underneath it.
This is what we're looking for, right?
Very good. Yes, that's DC. The one with the wavy line underneath the V is AC.
Okay, very good.
And may I suggest taking a basic electronics class before getting into retro computer collecting?
Mike throwing shade here at Dan, just trying to be a man and learn.
You know what? That's the whole point of the channel, though, is me. This is the journey, right?
So is there a pinout on that brick on the label or anything?
Yes. Yeah. So we've got a bit of a diagram here. The top is 2, then to the left is 5, and then the 2 on the bottom are 7 and 6. So the 2 on the bottom are the 9 volt AC. And the 5 is the 5 volt DC.
Well, the main one we're looking for is ground, so...
I'm assuming that's 2, which is the top, right?
Does it say GND?
No, but it has little lines underneath it.
Does it look like? Here, show us.
Like an indicator that it could be ground.
It might be. It might be the.
Oh, that's not legible at all.
No, what gave you that idea?
Keep wiggling it.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Does it look like? Does it look like an antenna?
The 2 has 3 little lines underneath it, like it's a reverse Wi-Fi symbol almost. You know, like it's.
Okay, yeah, that's ground.
Yeah,
that's what I figured. Yeah.
So ground is on pins 1, 2, and 3. Pin 5 should have 5 volts DC. Pin 6 and 7 should have 9 volts AC.
Yeah.
So you want to connect your black probe to the ground. You also want to be very careful because you're going to need 2 hands for this. So you're going to want to somehow like sandwich that cable between a book or something, because you don't want to slip and short out things.
Okay.
Watch Dan electrocute himself live on YouTube.
It's only 9 volts. He ain't gonna. The only thing he's gonna do is give himself a little shock. Actually, wouldn't even really be a shock. just be a slight annoyance.
This comes from a man who was run over by a truck.
That's true.
Okay, so I've got it wedged in here, and we're going to touch the black to the ground.
Yes, and then the red is going to be to the, what is it, the 5, right? The
5 is the 5-volt PC.
Pin 5, which if you're looking at it with the gap, the little notch in that,
Yeah.
in the outer casing at the top, is going to be the third one from the right.
Pin 5 is to the left of the 2 is what I'm seeing here. This is only a 4-pin connector, hey? Like,
Oh, it only has 4 pins?
yeah.
It's
It's
a
got 2,
Canadian
5, and 7, and 8. There's 7 and 6, pardon me.
Let me see it once.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, so when you're looking at that, look at it with you see the notch in the silver outer ring?
Right here.
Okay, that's the top. So look at it from the top.
Well, the diagram that I have has the notch at the bottom,
Okay,
and the 2 is directly above it as ground.
okay.
Does that work, you think?
Well, the biggest pin there is probably your ground,
Which should be...
which is, pin 3 or pin 6. So, that's ground.
the one directly at the top.
Yeah, notice how the one's kind of fatter than the other 3?
Well, you're talking about the one at the bottom there, right?
Well, yeah, I guess it is at the bottom.
Yeah, so on the diagram, that is pin 6.
Yes, that's your
That does,
ground.
that does not
No,
have
that's
the
your-
lines.
No, that's your 9-volt AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the ground is the 2. That's the only one that is not mentioned.
The ground is the one directly in the middle at what you're calling the top.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
a
looking,
weird
you're
connector.
looking at it upside down for me. So
Oh, right. Well, shoot. Okay, well, either way, I think we can agree that the top in the center is the ground, right? So let's start a fire, gentlemen.
don't jinx it.
Okay. So Steve said we're going to be touching the black one to the ground
Yep,
and the red one to the 5-volt.
and don't cross the streams.
Now that I understand. Okay. So here we go. Touching the 5 or touching the ground, and then we're going for the 5.
And what does the meter say?
Oh, it's doing stuff. It says 5.1, and then
Does he have to switch the modes before changing pins, Mike?
yeah.
5.1 to 4.8.
Okay, don't touch anything else because you'll have to switch the multimeter's mode to test the voltage on the
Now
other.
switch it to AC. Switch it to the other side of the off.
So that 5-volt sounds normal. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So switch it to AC,
Yeah.
which is A with the solid and dotted line, right? Or is that?
No,
It has a little wavy.
the V with the wavy line underneath it.
And we got 2 or 300. What are you looking for?
Just the lowest setting you have.
Okay, that's 200.
Okay.
All right.
So then you're going to go to ground again, but this time you're going to touch one of the 9.
Touch that big fat looking pin.
Okay, so nothing is happening when I do that. Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
Oh, maybe it's dead.
So I'll try the other one. Yeah, nothing. Like 0 all the way across.
Okay, well, you weren't going to test that power supply anyway.
So you have to,
So it's broken. This one essentially doesn't work.
It could be that. Yeah.
Okay.
part of it doesn't work. So yeah, I wouldn't even need to mess with it.
Sounds good to me.
You could always clip off the cable and use that as a connector. Like wires.
Always put it in a sock and use it as a weapon.
Well, you think of it, it's 5 volts. You could use an old phone charger to power that damn thing.
Okay, well, you know what?
Only for part of it because part of the machine uses AC.
Oh, that's right. Well, oh, you got a little a little dust cover for it too.
Very exciting. Okay, so Steve, I'm just going to read you off the serial number, and then I'll pack this all up. Oh, this one is horribly yellow compared to the other one. We got like the white that's blowing out in the center, and then the.
So this a Commodore
Wait,
64?
hey Dan, is that a Commodore 64 sitting behind you?
These are both 64s.
Do you have a power supply for one of those?
Probably. There's another VIC-20 that has another power supply
I'm
here
just
too.
saying, because they all use the same power supply.
Well, not quite actually. So this one uses the one we just tested, and this one uses a 2-prong.
Okay, now that's
like
the
Imac.
original style. Those are actually kind of hard to find.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but the DIN style, the round ones, they're all the same.
All right. Well, let's whip out another power supply and check the.
I'm just saying, if you really want to check, if you want to check them out.
So when you say that the power supplies surge, you're only saying that like I can turn it on and it might output too much, or is it possible for like does it go in a wave or is it just
Either?
No, it just from what I understand, it'll just start putting out like 120 volts into the computer and fry
So,
everything inside.
Even if we check it and it's fine, it could still go crazy at any point in time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I don't want.
All right, we'll just
I'd
go
rather
down
not
the
take
serial
the-
numbers and you'll
No,
test
I'm
it.
just saying, if you want to check them out now, I mean, if you check the power supplies and they're still okay, then you can at least turn them on and see if they go into basic.
But
I just wouldn't use them for an extended period of time.
there's still a risk, though. That's, I think, what
Yeah. Well,
There
you know
is
what?
still a risk.
For the sake of this live stream, let's just not worry about turning them on.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to order that. I think I might just order the whole power brick, the replacement power brick. And then what do I do about the 2-prong? How do I even? Is there a replacement part?
There's adapters you can buy to go from the DIN connector to the 2-pronger.
Sure.
Because the 2-prong machine only uses the AC line, whereas the other one uses DC and AC.
So how many machines do we have there in total so I make room on this list?
3 VIC-20s and 2 64s. Trina. Trina says, do you have the VIC-20 telephone? Unfortunately, I do not, Trina. I wish I had it all.
All right, what the heck are the serial numbers on these things? Because that's the only reason I'm here for.
Yeah, serial number on this one. So this is the 2-prong, the old one.
And that's a 64?
VIC-20.
Okay.
So this is 305009.
All right.
And I swear to God, if anyone uses that to use my warranty. So that one can go down there.
Hey, that's funny you said that. We found a Commodore warranty book at work when we were cleaning out our old office.
Yeah. Which machines were you guys using?
We weren't. We think it belonged to the grocery store that was in there before us back in the 80s.
Okay. Yeah. Condition-wise, Steve, on this one, pretty dirty, lots of scuffs, and some pen. Someone drew a circle.
Oh,
So,
alrighty.
You could draw a circle with peek and poke commands.
Trina says she has one on the phone. Well, that's very cool, Trina. Are you talking about like the phone that you put down on a receiver thing for a modem or whatever? Like, what was that? 14.4 or even worse? Okay, so this one is another VIC-20, a little bit newer. Sven, are you ready with the...
Mm-hmm.
So this one's P1702216. This one is, while it came with a slip cover and everything, the yellowing is a lot worse on this guy. But only really on the edges. I don't know.
All right, cool. And the last but not least VIC-20.
Okay. We have one that's in the box with the actual foam. Let me just put this other one away. Too many boxes.
Excuse me.
Mike's allergic to the VIC-20s.
I don't blame them. These things smell awful.
Yes, VHS. He has two Commodore 64s and 3 VIC-20s. That's what we're looking at now.
I like that message you guys isolated there.
Yeah, oops.
What's up, Dave?
Dave's here. It's time to wrap up, obviously.
I gotta say, what is up, Dave? I just mailed him a copy of Nicktoons.
Oh, he was the winner. That's right.
He was the winner.
I want to see him do a stream on his singing. Come on.
I would love to see Dave do some singing.
His wife's going to be like, what the hell's going on up there?
Slap a mother boom. Talk about my homework.
Oh, God.
Okay, so this is a very different box.
Do the other ones have boxes?
Only the other, like, so the one that we just looked at has a box.
The one with the slipcover had the box, or the other one?
Slipcover.
Okay. So I'm just going to put has box in the column.
Now, this box is very different. So the other one was one that opens like a magic card box or a card box in general. This one opens a lot more like your average garbage retail item.
Yeah, that's a late model there.
It's a nice stamped piece of Commodore foam.
Delicious.
Oh, that's upside down.
You can support the Canadian Computer Collector for $1 a month and get him some wireless headphones. Please support Dan, the Canadian Computer Collector, at patreon.com/Canadian Computer.
So another slipcover. This one is mangled though, not in good shape.
And he can afford a better slipcover.
This is a really clean VIC-20 though. Like this one is a lot nicer.
That is nice.
Like that. Try and get a better angle without the light going nuts.
Very nice.
Ooh.
They should look pasty white like Steve.
Thanks. Hey, I'm looking at tan compared to your camera there, buddy.
You got some pasties, Steve, but that's okay. All right, so number.
Number.
Now this one says no.cc.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Well, there's a CC as part of the serial number, but it's like not perfect. Oh God, that's blurry. Anyway, it's 562444.
Bingo.
And that is that.
All right.
Make a note that one's complete in box.
Complete
Yes.
in box.
This one actually has its packaging in it.
So we're just down to the last two C64s.
That's right. And we can wrap this little project up.
That one right there was probably one of the ones that was made at the very end of its life back in like 1984-ish,
Yeah.
which is why that packaging is kind of crap.
Well, they probably went through a few adjustments, right?
Well, they were selling them for like $69, $79 then.
Save money on everything.
Out, so yeah.
Trina, he bribes me very well. Let's just say that's how this works.
I wish that were true. Steve just has a big heart.
Yeah, like seriously, it's enlarged. I need a procedure
Where
done.
did that come from?
He also has big farts.
And
Yeah,
Adam
it does.
says,
I know that for a fact.
Adam says he just became a patron. There you go.
Oh, Adam, thank you.
Ding 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 ding.
You are the reason that.
The reason for the season.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That's perfect. Thank you, Adam. That's awesome. Thank you for joining as a patron. Adam, you've been here for the weekly streams, for the bi-weekly streams, I should say. You've been here for the content that is edited. All right, so this is an interesting comparison. So this, I think, is like the business cell of the Commodore 64. So this is the Commodore 64 microcomputer. On the back, it's got your average 80s, 90s looking types being like, look at all these charts. Holy balls. We can do that at work.
We can do that at work.
I've got this one, which is like, let's whisk you off to a beautiful imagination land in the clouds. So I feel like this is probably the one that was aimed at families. And this is the one that probably got sold to businesses. But anyway, let's have a look at this thing.
So I put boxed with business first and then box with painting on it.
This box is mangled too. It's more like a slip cover than anything, but you know, let's push her out. Let's push her out. That's what the doctor said.
Oh, I love that sound.
Oh, I'm all the way up to my shoulder in this thing.
It's a girl.
Oh, God. Okay. So more lovely branded styrofoam. And actually, it's a pretty clean looking Commodore. It is very yellow, though. Like, that's a dark Commodore 64. Although they were all kind of brown, weren't they?
Yeah, they are kind of brownish.
Now, did all of these have the power supply so far?
Only one of them didn't, and that's the one with the 2-prong.
Okay, go.
So this machine, I don't know if this is even really easy to see, but this is the beige I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's definitely discolored, but it's not nearly as bad as some I've seen.
Looks pretty spicy. Looks exactly like
number?
Serial number is SC 132908.
Done.
Beautiful. All right. Now put that back in like that, I think. Put that back on like that, I think. Well, I'm glad that that you were here for the Commodore portion, Mike, even if just to tell me don't use the power supplies. Because I wanted to make a video testing games out and all this stuff. I probably would have lasered one of these things for sure.
Kablama.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's huge into Commodore 64s. I mean, he like obsesses over. He still writes machine language code for the damn things.
No,
That
neat.
box is in very good shape.
This is a really cool looking box too. I really dig it.
That's a very interesting looking box.
And this is a very Canadian box. Why? Because we have a Française on the side.
And look at this. Starbuck Tech is now patron
Starbucks.
of the Canadian Computer Collector. You love to see it, folks.
So, do you speak French?
Yes, actually, I went to a French junior high school. So
Oh, okay.
we have 16 couleurs de texte, so that's 16 color text. Clavier type machine à écrire. I guess that's like just for, you can write on this like a typewriter. Écran de 25 lignes de, what is it? 40 colonnes, 40 columns, 25 lines.
I'm not reading this, Dan, but you can.
Memoir RAM. Very good dad had chili sugar. Yeah, like a rural farm.
That's the comment of the day right there. Oh, jeez.
Well, you know what? I am wearing cow print pants right now. If I could just get behind myself.
That's for patrons only, though. You gotta subscribe.
Hey, Dave, check this out. Wait.
Like a glove.
Nice and quiet. That's how you know you've done it right.
So, hey, Dan, before you open that box, show us the side of that box, because that looks like that has the slip cover. I'm sorry, because that looks like it has the side facing us, because it looks like it has the symbol of the Montreal Winter Olympics. Is that what that is?
Right there.
Yeah.
There we go. Hope you guys like your winter sports.
And the big Made in USA sticker.
What does it say in the English part about the Olympics?
I'm wrong, but wasn't that 86?
88 or something?
So it says the Commodore 64 is an easy-to-use microcomputer suited for business, home, and education. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say anything about the Olympics. It just says official mark of Canadian Olympic Association.
Okay. Weird.
Nice little licensing deal, I'm sure.
So maybe the 1988 Calgary.
What did I say, Montreal?
I have a box of 3.5 inch 800K discs, which with the 1988 Olympics on it, as well as some VHS tapes and a Betamax.
Ooh! Oh God! Nothing like a good old Betamax.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 76, 88 in Calgary. Oh, it's probably Calgary. Yeah, they still have the ski jump infrastructure and all that up there.
Oh, yeah?
Well, they built these giant cement towers for it. So this box probably had a power supply in it, so there's no power supply on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not Canadian. Why the hell would I learn Canadian history? We're American. We're like the pinnacle of the world down here. Didn't you know?
We're not even supposed to know American history. Come on.
You know that. All right, this one's got some discoloration to it.
Yeah, that's got a lot of discoloration. Sad thing
You
is,
can even
it's
just
like
see it.
exactly it exactly changes right at the break point.
That's funny.
What's the serial in this one?
This one must have been fire retardant as well. So this is SC208433.
Bingo. All right. That's what I call an inventory completed.
Well, gentlemen, that is the goal that we were hoping to reach.
You are at exactly the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. How efficient are you?
What? And we lost Mike.
He's probably just going to the potty.
He's just peeing and pooing.
At the same time. Oh, God.
How come when I go number 1, I don't have to go number 2, but when I go number 2, I gotta go number 1?
That's a mystery of life.
I can't stop going in the toilet, and I don't know why.
He got a cat.
Oh, we got a cat. Very nice.
Actually, I went out to go get a cup of coffee, and I just grabbed a cat. She was
Adam
cute.
says, did you know nothing happened in America between 1850 and 1890? I knew that.
My American education taught me that as well.
Well, gentlemen, that was a spicy meatball.
Well, thank you for having us, Dan. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for joining me, the two of you. And Steve, you've been a regular face around here. And Mike, hopefully you'll join us for more stuff in the future.
A regular thorn in your sides. Yes.
All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I will. Okay, so a couple things I want to mention before we end. The contest stuff that happened recently. So I announced winners. Dave won the Nicktoons, and then a guy named JP won the AMD board that I was giving away with the CPU and RAM. JP has not reached out to me yet. It's been over a week, and
my initials are also JP, so you can just send it this way.
yeah. Well, you know what I'm thinking is in another week, I'm just going to redraw for another winner. So I'm going to give him a little more time, and then we'll try that again. I wanted to thank my patrons that I knew about before the stream started. So that's Mac84, Ethan P., Ron Resnick, Trina Conrad, Group Ride, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. And then let's just see who the new guys are. So we got Adam and Jason. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Starbuck Tech. And then I wanted to say, too, the channel is almost at 1,000 subs, and I think for, in an attempt to drive maybe a little more of that, my brother and I are going to do a full Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 day-long stream on So I'm probably going to want to kill myself by the end of that, but I think it's going to be lots of fun.
Your thumbs will feel like the Callus feet by the end of
You know what? Luckily, we're going to do it on Nintendo Switch because the tech is just so much better, and, long story short, though, that's probably going to take all day. So anyway, before we leave, too, make sure you check out my guest channels. That's Mike's Mac Shack and Mac84. They have lots of cool stuff going on all the time, so that's fun. There's Stace in the chat. He says, "Yeah, looking forward to it." He says, "I'm better at DKC anyway." Well, you'll have to carry us.
They literally carry you.
So that's it, folks. Thanks again to Mike. Thanks again to Steve. We got regular content every Saturday, whether it's live or edited. And without further ado, I will let you all go. Enjoy your Saturday.
Bye.
Go away.